Welcome back here, guys, to the Hillside, and today I want to talk to you about propagating plants. Okay, so if you've grown any number of plants, you're going to end up with, the ability to propagate your own plants, to make more cuttings, to just increase in the overall amount of plants you have, to give away, to maybe sell in a plant sale, or just for your own enjoyment, just satisfaction of propagating some more plants. So stick with me, guys. Today I will teach you how to propagate Tradescantia. It's super simple. All you need is just a pair of scissors and some dirt. It could not be easier. So stick around and let's show you how to do this. Alright, so believe it or not, this plant right here was just a cutting not only 4 months ago. Just one little cutting, and it has grown into this masterpiece. Okay, so it is well beyond the time to propagate this, to cut it back, as it is just getting super long. And quite honestly, I didn't even realize how long it was getting, because it was sitting on a ledge, and as it was kind of growing over. And if you look kind of close here, see how lightly colored these leaves are? This was in direct sunlight right up against the window. As it was growing down behind this bookshelf that I had it sitting on, look how dark these leaves are down here on the same plant, because they have less sunlight. So along with this variegation on these plants like this, the amount of sunlight can actually affect the coloration of the leaves. So that's just a bonus tip for you. So let me kind of sit this down carefully. Now I'll show you just how easy it is to propagate this. So just by accident, while moving this plant earlier, and I was trying to water it, I broke this giant piece off, okay? Not a big deal. So what you need to do, and it is very, very, very simple, guys. Do not panic. All you need to do is find the growing tips. That's a growing tip. And that is also where it broke off of the plant right here. So it's kind of branched out, it's growing this way, and it's growing this way. So it's growing in this manner. It was growing down. So very carefully, all you need to do is make sure that you keep the plant, the orientation correctly. You don't make sure when you get the cuttings, you insert them into the soil with the proper side into the soil, because if you put the wrong side in, it's probably not going to grow, okay? So that being said, I like to position the plant just like this. So starting here with the tip, you want to cut back a couple of nodes. All right, so the nodes are the little junctions here in the plants. Okay, so what I like to do, and depending how far back you want to make these cuts, you can go as short as up here with one node. I like to just go about back to here. Now what I'll do is go between the nodes, not right up against it. Just kind of cut it at an angle. Okay, and leave this on the right angle so you don't get confused. It's really simple with this. This is just some good potting soil mixed with some coconut coir. Make a little hole orientation right there. This is not really difficult. I like to pull the lower level leaves off because they may come in contact with the soil and rot. And guys, all you're going to do, pop it in, make sure you put it nice firm, press it in just like this, okay? Now once again, let me show you really quick. Make sure you keep it the proper way, because this, if you just cut this, sit on the table, and you forget which side is up, okay, you're going to put the wrong side in the soil and you're going to have problems. So keeping it like this is up, okay? So I keep my finger up here on the top so I know this is up. I cut back here to the next junction. I'm going to prune it up, cut it off there, take the scissor, cut that off there. Super simple, same process. Make a little indentation. You don't need any special tools. You don't need growth hormone. You don't need rooting assistance. You don't need anything like that, okay? These guys want to grow. They are super easy to grow. And as you can see, I mean, these plants, this right here, just a different variation of the Tradescantia, the Wandering Jew, the inch plant, whatever you may call it. It's a little bit different coloration with this nice purple underside of the leaves like this. This also was just 2 little cuttings just a couple months ago. It's that easy to grow that. So what I'm trying to emphasize here, the Hillside now, is teaching guys and gals how easy it is for you to propagate your plants, whether they be rare plants, tropical plants, just ordinary, just house plants you want to grow. Okay, don't have to be exotic or anything like that, because the price of plants is crazy. Okay, house plant market is booming. Just look on Etsy or Amazon or eBay, these places. Just buying a single cutting of some of these more unique or exotic plants might run you triple digits. I've seen some people pay $1,000 or $800 for like a single unrooted leaf node cutting from a rare house plant. Okay, so if you can get some plants And like these are very common. These are not extremely difficult to obtain. They're super easy to grow, as you can tell. But that being said, if you can practice on a plant like this, I mean this right here, this actually fell over. Okay, this was actually I was watering the plant, the main plant fell over, the stems broke off of it. I just stuck it in some dirt, left it on my front porch in a kind of a shadier spot, watered it when I felt like it. You know, this plant enjoys being completely dry, and then rewatering it, and it responds well to that. This is another example I did maybe a week ago on this same exact plant because another piece broke off just like this here, and that's all I did. I broke it off, I stuck him in the soil here, and you know, it's a nice perlite base, some coconut coir, it's a very light medium, and if you, I mean, look right here, it's already putting out new growth coming out right here, those junctions. This has been in the dirt here for about 4 days, and it's already starting to take off. So that being said, propagating your own plants is simple. So if you want to subscribe to this channel and stick around, I'm going to show you guys how to propagate not just easy plants like this. You know, we're going to start with the easy plants. We're going to cut them back, and we'll get to more of the rare, more of the exotic plants, how to take root cuttings, to take nodal cuttings, things like this, how to propagate in water, in different mediums, etc., to help you become a better indoor houseplant propagator, plant parent, just enjoy the hobby, whatever it is you may want to do. So let me go ahead and just give you one more tip before I close out this video about how you can grow some plants indoors and propagate your own plants to make more and more cuttings and more free plants on top of that. So check this out. Okay, so what we have here, this is a Scindapsus, I believe Scindapsus pictus or pictus. I don't speak Latin, so go ahead and correct me. But you know, I got this from the big box store. It was on sale, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to bring this home and I'm going to grow it. I like the coloration on these leaves, this nice coloration right there. But when I went to repot this was actually no more than 4 or 5 or 6 single stem cuttings, no roots whatsoever. Okay, this was just a pot, a little nursery pot that had they took cuttings and just stuck them in the ground. They were not even growing. Okay, so when you're going to the big box store, you may find out that the plants you're buying, they're just basically, all they're doing is chopping the plants like we're doing here with these Tradescantia, chopping them up, sticking them in some soil, spraying them down with some water, and selling them off to you guys. So you get them home, and guess what happens? They don't live, they die easily, and you know, you're disappointed or think you did something wrong. So if you do get some plants like this from the big box store, every one of these plants are viable. I mean, look at this. New growth coming out here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different plants in here. Okay, if you wanted to grow these out, you could then just basically dig them up, separate them by the roots, and then just make, you know, new plants. This could turn easily into 6 more plants. And that's just the plants themselves. Up here, just like we did with this, with the nodal cutting here, you cut that off, propagate that, and we'll show you that in another video coming up. How to take cuttings from vining plants such as this, how easily you can propagate those. Okay, so that being said, just check this out. This plant is super healthy, and it was just some basic little cuttings. Okay, so don't think you need to spend a lot of money to get a lot of plants. Once you know what you're doing, once you kind of get into it, you can take one plant, turn it into 6. Those 6 plants can turn into 20. Okay, this one plant here, I swear, was a little cutting I got from plant swap. I traded some other plants with one of my coworkers. She gave me some little cuttings, and you know, I now have so many plants I can give them away and never get rid of them, quite honestly, because this plant just grows out of control. So hopefully you guys did learn something. I'm not trying to play it down. It really is that simple. Make your cuttings, keep a nice, light, moist soil medium. Make sure the right side goes down into the soil. Give it a week or 2, you should see new growth, and then within no time whatsoever, you too could have this giant, beautiful, trailing, vining plant that is healthy, amazing, and just all around awesome to have along with your plant collection. So there you go, guys, from here at the Hillside. Hope this helps. Hope you stick around. Hope I see you next time, because we'll be doing some more plant propagation and some more plant tutorials. Okay, guys, until then, you guys be good. We'll see you around. Bye-bye.